สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome to Morning Thailand อวรรณสอนเครือหงส์
And I'm Chananapat Noyvian. Good morning, and it's September the 5th, 2013, and we're giving you latest updates from the front page of the newspaper this morning. Good God, there's a lot of issues going on. Yesterday, there's some very interesting, chaotic scene inside the Parliament chamber.
That will be on the last break before Kun Chain. Of course, I believe that Kun Chain will talk about that too, because apparently an MP was dragged out, literally dragged out. So there was like a little bit of commotion. There seems to be, a fun part of the politics, I guess, if you actually enjoy that kind of things, as well as a lot of updates on fraud that seems to be happening here in Thailand. But you have good news for us.
Starting with some good news. Yesterday, you talked about a list of activities or traditional rites or festival that would be registered as a Thai heritage, right? And I've got some good news from the UNESCO yesterday as it announced the award that has been given to the restoration of a stupa in Prayoon Sawat Temple in Bangkok of Thailand. This stupa has been honored of the Award of Excellence in 2013 UNESCO Asia Pacific Heritage Awards for the Cultural Heritage Conservation, and this good news was announced by UNESCO Bangkok yesterday. The award recognizes the work undertaken on the Prabarom Mahajedi, and the attached hall, the Parin Pariyan Pariyat Thammasala, the Prabarom Mahajedi is a stupa that houses Buddha's relics, and the attached hall has been honored for its technical achievement and for the outstanding social impact sparked by the conservation project. And the consideration of this award has begun in June of this year, where a panel of international conservation experts had been convened to review and deliberate on the 47 entries received from 16 countries across the Asia-Pacific region, as far away as the Cook Islands in the Eastern Pacific Ocean, Gulf, and also from Iran and some countries in the Central Asia.
Okay. Wow, so we're one of those. That's nice.
Yeah, and we won the award. Tim Curtis, the chair of the jury and the chief of the culture unit of the UNESCO Bangkok, said that the restoration of the historically significant stupa and its attached hall has preserved one of the country's most iconic religious monuments, combining an act of faith with a major engineering feat. That's what they said in the report of the UNESCO Bangkok. And they said the project has catalyzed extensive social impact in the multicultural historic district of the Gadijin, which is the ancient Portuguese community in Thailand.
Right. Wow. Okay.
And with this award, the UNESCO Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation Program recognizes the efforts of private individuals and organizations in the community that have successfully restored and conserved the structures or buildings of heritage value in the region. And by recognizing private efforts to restore and adapt the historic properties, the awards aim to encourage other property owners to undertake conservation projects within their communities as well, either independently or by seeking public and private partnerships.
Wow.
So this is one of the good awards that encourages people to preserve their historical heritage.
Right. And Kun Phai, if you remember, we have seen several of the old temples, remember, that has been knocked down and remade or rebuilt in not a very conserving way or preserving way. We have seen they're using bright paint or using not such a good skilled craftsman to rebuild the old temple, and that caused a lot of chaos and a lot of outcry from the public as well. So this is probably a good thing, because if you would like a reward and being recognized by it, then at least do it properly.
So if anyone want to visit this Prayoon Sawat temple, it's located on the Thonburi side near the Chao Phraya River.
Okay, so across the river, very nice time. if you're going to visit. Now, at this point, there's another interesting report. Good news indeed. Apparently, we are having at this point an exhibition, Water for Life exhibition, that right here in Bangkok at the Siam Discovery Center. So if you would like to visit, you can. Yesterday at about 4 p.m., the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck Shinawatra, who's also the Deputy Minister, the Defense Minister, there you go, also presided over a exhibition at the Siam Discovery Center to talk about Water for Life, this is in terms of showcasing different water management plans and projects that are being done right now. And if you remember, we are still, talking about the 3.5 billion baht water management budget that being proposed. And of course, there are several projects that would be under this particular budget, this large budget here. So if you would like to see, there's a few projects that will be showcased at the exhibition itself. Now, the Prime Minister said that since our flood during 2011, and you have seen quite a bit of that because it's impact almost everyone, especially those in Bangkok, because it seems like we haven't been hit by that bad of a flood for such a long time. So she said that instead of just having it as just old memories, we can use that and then rebuild from that and make sure that you experience to create a better water management projects. And she said that at this point they would like to try to create more confidence for all the investors as well. So how to tackle all this problem and using the international standard in order to make sure that they effectively manage water. So as you can see there, the exhibition is quite large. You can see a lot of projects that are being showcased. So the Prime Minister is trying to, I guess, give us a little bit more confidence in terms of, like all these other projects, where the money will go in different projects. So one of good exhibition, I would say, if you would like to know a little bit more about how we manage water.
Not only it will improve your understanding due to the water management project, and also convey messages from the government.
Exactly.
That it got everything put into place, that it got measures that have been initiated on a very productive way.
And it's in a shopping mall, so if you got bored, you can always go shopping afterward as well. So it's a good place to visit if you have time.
So have to. When this exhibition will end?
It did not say in the newspaper. However, I believe that it would run for at least about a week.
Okay.
Normally,
So
when they have an exhibition. So over the weekends, most definitely you should be able to still see them.
Okay, at the Siam Discovery Center. Now, moving on to some not
good
that
news. Yeah.
Not that
We're
fortunate
done with the good
incident.
news. Now it's just unfortunate incident from now on.
Yeah, starting with the gun attack in the heart of Bangkok yesterday. Police in Hua Mak police station was informed of a gun attack that happened inside the Sport Authority of Thailand headquarters in Hua Mak, sub-district of Bangkapi district. And when they were there, they found a pool of blood around the area between the Gate 4 and the Gate 5 of the Sport Authority of Thailand. They said that the victim was Kun Thanom, Mr. Thanom Borikut, age 44, or Pao Thanom, or referee Thanom. He's the football referee for the Toyota Thai Premier League, the upcoming match. Witnesses said that Mr. Thanom was on his way for physical examination ahead of the football match. However, on his way, two gunmen on a motorcycle was opening a multiple rounds at him. 4 bullets hit him, 2 hit him on the body, and another one got on his right elbow. After the incident, he was sent to the Ramkhamhaeng Hospital. Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Police Lieutenant General Kamronwit Thuprajang has called on related agencies for a meeting to follow up on the investigation on this case, and police have brought up various issues First of all, very interesting point that police have been focusing on is the case that Kun Thanom was the suspect in the bomb explosion case that happened in 2009 in Saratburi province, where a bomb exploded on the headquarters of his former office, killing his boss instantly. And Kun Thanom was the suspect in that case. However, the case was still in the process of the appeals court. And another one was the personal conflict, because the witnesses, the security guard, he was there and he said that Kun Thanom was trying to picking up his gun and fire it back at the gunman. So that means
he has
was
a
aware.
gun.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was aware of an attack beforehand, and he had no reason to bring a gun with him for physical examination.
That's true. Wow.
And Police Lieutenant General Kamronwit said that he would collect the footage from the security cameras for more evidence and also to track down the suspect. While yesterday, Kun Warawi Makudi, or Bangyi, he is the chairman of the Football Association of Thailand, had visited Kun Thanom, the victim, at Ramkhamhaeng Hospital, and he said that the Football Association of Thailand would be taking care of all the expenses of the medical bills, and also he handed out a 50,000 baht cash to his family, while Kun Phaiwan Barikut, Kun Thanom's wife, believed that the conflict stemmed from inside the football organization.
Wow. Well, sorry, I've heard that a lot of football fans are not a big fan of his
Lately. No.
So, who knows? But I think the police cannot rule out other motives as well, because they think that maybe the gambling might still be on the table, as well as involvement with other women and such, and other motives that might have caused this, not just the football fan. But hey, football fans lately can be very aggressive. So you never know. Maybe this is just as simple as I hate you, referee, because my team lost because of you, kind of thing.
Kun Phaiwan, his wife, said that he would talk to her husband to quit his job because it's too dangerous, and he had mentioned about quitting his job before.
Okay.
So after his condition improves, we might hear a little bit more of information, and also he might be aware of an attack that would be happening.
Well, it seems like he is aware of it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have the gun
Carry
with him.
the gun.
Right. Okay, moving on very quickly, I have an update on this case. You probably remember on July the 11th, there was a report of a former athlete, the shooting athlete, shooter, Kun X, Chakapan Panit.
It's Chakrit, right?
Yeah, Chakrit, excuse me. Chakrit Panit Patikam. Now, of course, Kun X, his nickname is X, so we'll just call him X. Actually, now fire back at his wife in terms of the charges, because during the time on July the 11th, apparently his wife, Dr. Nithawadi Pujarenyot, filed charges against him for domestic violence and assault, and along with his mother as well. Now, Kun X said that before he get into the during the time that he was in jail due to her pressing charges, apparently she went to Kasikorn Bank and opened his safe. That's supposed to be belongs to him and him only. It's not even a mutual account. This is only his. And apparently, according to Kasikorn Bank, they said that they let her open the safe and took whatever she wanted.
Wow.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's why Kun X is pressing charges against both his wife, which probably could say that soon be ex-wife, as well as Kasikorn Bank for actually let this happen. He said that he lost about 60 million baht worth of assets that he has in there, because he have some gold bricks, some gold chains, some of the amulets that are collector items that some of them could be range from 10-20 million baht. So that's quite a large sum of money that he has lost. as well as a lot of jewelries as well. Now he said that at this point he filed the charges against her already, as well as Kasikorn Bank. But as to why the bank actually allowed this to happen, the police will have to investigate further. At this point, we just know on the surface, by listen to what he said, was that the bank claimed that she went to the bank and told the bank that she has already talked to her husband gave her permission, so they let her do it. But technically you need a written, right? Like if you're gonna waive your right and have someone else be able to open your own safe, then that's one of the procedure that the bank should ask for, is a waiver.
Probably
forms.
she might know someone in the bank.
That's the thing, yeah. So he said that, he paid 800,000 baht to make sure that his assets are safe and secured, and now he just pretty much lost them all. So not very happy man at this point.
No.
All right, let's take a short break, because after we come back, we have a lot of fraud to inform you about. Yeah, a lot. I think like all three would be fraud, the three news, including the Standard Morgan case, one of the biggest case, as well as iPhone case, where there was a fraud involving iPhone selling. So please stay tuned.